Hi, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils Health Matters and Living the Wholesome Life. And we are on week 36, day 3 of our positive, peaceful affirmations that we're doing every day, Monday through Friday. We are following Dr. Susan Lawton's book, Positive Peaceful Growth Calendar. And you can buy it at Aroma Tools or Oil Life. It has beautiful positive affirmations in it, music therapy, and essential oils and aromatherapy. So if you love those things as tools in your belt to help you and others get through life, I think you're really going to love this book. The affirmation that we're focusing on the entire week is, I love me more and more each day. In the past, we have talked about before we rise in the morning, as we're waking, to just think of 3 things that we love about ourselves. And then at night, to think of 3 of our victories that day. Maybe we're kind in the face of unkindness. Maybe we set proper boundaries. Maybe we finished a big work assignment, or we cleaned up a room that we've been ignoring. Whatever it is, each night, if we will think about the positive things about ourselves, it just makes us appreciate ourselves more and more. And as we appreciate ourselves more and more, we have the faith and the hope to go on and do better things. Okay, so the affirmation for the entire, for today, that's the affirmation for the entire week. The affirmation for today is, I am a magnet for fun and interesting people. So you know how I love to tweak affirmations. If you were a magnet for anyone, what type of person would you want to be a magnet for? Would you want to be a magnet for fun and interesting people? Would you want to be a magnet for devoted and loving people, or people who want to change the world? I'm a magnet for people who want to change the world. So if I had to say what I wanted to be a magnet for, I would want to be a magnet for loving people who want to make a difference in the world. That's what I would say for my affirmation. What would you say about your affirmation? What type of people do you want to bring into your life? Anyway, something to think about, something to journal about today. The song and so how can we be more of a magnet? You want to attract, I don't even know, fitness people. Whatever it is that you want to attract into your life, as you do that more and more, as we become that more and more, I'm absolutely convinced that we will attract more of that into our lives. Okay, does it always work? No, we're gonna meet people of every kind, right? But the people who cling to us, who want to be with us, are the people who are the most like us. Okay, so become what you want to attract, I guess. And the music, the song for the entire week is I Just Called to Say I Love You. It's a beautiful song. And as we're going through this pandemic that is going around the world, I want us to all be more gentle and more connecting. Where so many of us are stuck in our houses, and we're not connecting with people that we used to connect with at work or at school or in our neighborhoods, in our churches, in our communities, in our shops. So let's do what we can to reach out to someone new each day. Just say, hey, I love and appreciate you, and I can't wait till this is all over to connect. Anyway, what are you doing? I would love to hear what you're doing more to connect with those around you. And as we're thinking about connecting with those around us, um, they say that we want to praise, that we want to praise what we want more of. So if you want more loving people in your life, praise more on that. If you want more fun in your life, praise more. Whatever it is that you want in your circles, the kind of environment, the community, the trying to think of the word. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. So we're going to praise what we want to grow. We're going to nourish and water what we want to grow. Okay, and then the diffuser blend that we're diffusing the whole entire week is 2 drops of cypress, the oil of motion and flow. We went through the emotional benefits of cypress yesterday. 2 drops of geranium, the oil of love and trust. And we'll be going through the emotional benefits of that today. And then 2 drops of ylang ylang, the oil of the inner child. Just following the heart, flowing with love and joy and hope. Children are so hopeful. They know that just have this incredible imagination and energy to get out and make a difference in the world. I'm very, very hopeful. Always seeing that super fast to forgive. So it's a beautiful, beautiful blend. Today we're going to be talking about the emotional aspects of geranium essential oil. So although it was used by the ancient Egyptians to promote beautiful and radiant skin, it has so many other uses, both emotionally and physically. Geranium, if you haven't smelled geranium, it smells very, very similar to roses. Now, and it has many of the similar physical and emotional benefits. So if you can't afford rose, geranium is a beautiful little sister to rose. It's not going to be as potent. It's not going to be as powerful. Just like we might not have the power as children that we do as adults to go out and do things that we want to do. But it's a beautiful little sister. So if you can't afford rose, which is kind of expensive because it just takes a boatload of roses in order to make 5 ml of essential oil. But it's worth it. Rose is definitely worth it. But if you can't afford rose yet, geranium is amazing. So geranium is a super gentle oil that can be used by almost anyone, anywhere, anytime. So remember, it's not going to be as powerful as rose. It's going to be very, very gentle. It can bring a calmness to our minds and our spirits. Okay, so going back to the diffuser blends. So we know cypress is a tree oil. Tree oils are grounding and centering, balancing, and geranium is a flower with ylang ylang also being a flower. I put the diffuser blend on today as I was doing some study about geranium essential oil. It smelled like a flower store in my house. It smelled so, so good. Okay, so, but anyway, flower oils are known, like lavender. Everyone knows that lavender is so relaxing and soothing and calming. And flower oils being from the same family, have many of those similar benefits. It can help relieve anxiety. It can bring a quiet courage that isn't combative, but just a firm belief that in yourself and in life, and that everything is going to be okay. Again, I think that when we're not so stressed out, when we're a little bit calmer, we are braver. We have more courage. And so I think that's how it works. Geranium encourages us to slow down and enjoy life. That life doesn't have to be rushed. That we can take the time to connect with those in our lives or to work on the projects just to take time. Geranium helps to support trust and helps to open up our hearts. A very, very opening oil. It can help soothe a broken heart, and it's a powerful oil to help us release emotional baggage. So, it can help us put down the baggage of old relationships and help us see that this relationship is different. And not only that, but it can help us put down the baggage of yesterday. We're interacting and we have relationships with all of the same people, but it allows us to know that we can recreate ourselves each day, that we don't have to be the same as we were yesterday, and that other people don't have to be the same too. So it can help us just relax and let the past go. You know, that was yesterday, this is today. I love a scene from Shakespeare, and in one of his plays, what was it? I'm thinking it was As You Like It, but I don't know. I'll put the exact quote in the comments. But basically, there was this guy that was really bad, and before, and then he changed, and someone says, wasn't that you? Like, weren't you that bad guy? And he said, "'Twas I, 'tis not I." So we don't have to be stuck in our past. We don't have to be chained to our past. Like, isn't that one reason why we are so thankful for the atonement of Christ? He atoned for all of our sins. He suffered and died. He lived a perfect life. He was resurrected to give us the chance to let go of everything. Now, if you've done something in the past that was bad, can you just like totally leave it and move on? I'm gonna say I hope not. Hold on. I do want you to let it go and move on, but with a process, and that process is repentance. That process is recognizing when we've done something wrong. It's repenting of it. It's saying I'm sorry to whoever whatever wrong thing. Maybe we've stolen something from the store. We're gonna go back to the store and we're gonna say, I am so sorry, I stole this. And then what we're going to do is we're not just going to say, oh, you know what, I did something wrong. That's not where we're going to stop. We're going to make amends. We're going to, if we stole the candy bar, we're going to pay for the candy bar. And it doesn't even matter how many years ago it was. We're going to go back. We're going to make amends for everything that we can in our life. And then we're going to release that. Just release it, let it go, and then come and be different people, newly born people each day. Newly born, newly created, however you want to say it, people each day. And Geranium can help us remember that other people have that same power to do that in their lives as well. Okay, so remember how the affirmation for this entire week is I love me more and more each day. And the affirmation for today is I am a magnet for, and I'm going to say, loving people who want to change the world. You can say what you want to be a magnet for. But as I was thinking about geranium, one of the affirmations that I created for geranium is I create myself new each day and allow other people to do the same as well. Okay, don't you love that we can think up affirmations that lead our lives in beautiful ways? Geranium, one of the gifts is it's very, very balancing. And one of the things that it balances is masculine and feminine energy. So it helps to iron out differences or frictions between the genders. Are women the same as men? No, we're not. And of course not. And is every woman the same? No. And is every man the same? Absolutely not. There's such a huge range. But if there's been some putting down of one gender or another gender, whichever, geranium can really, really help balance that out and let people know that every gender has beautiful gifts and beautiful strengths to bring to the table, and each are needed. Okay, because of this reason, it can be very good to diffuse in your home or your workspace to create a more cooperative and loving environment. It's also great to use when you're going into an environment where you think that one gender might be dominating, to make sure that everyone is respected and that interactions are harmonious. Okay, so You know how lavender is known for really helping people to get a good sleep, petitgrain, vetiver, also oils that are known for that. What geranium is known for when it comes to sleep is helping people have more vivid dreams. So I would say play a little bit with geranium. Put it on your heart area or on your feet at night. And see what it does. If you like what it does, keep using it. If you don't like what it does, put it away. Essential, all of our bodies are different. And so what an oil would have, what the effect that an oil would have on me might not be the exact effect that oils would have on you. I mean, there's generalities, but still everyone's body is different, which I absolutely love. Okay, it can, trying to think. Okay, so it can help us bring more abundance into our life. So it's not going to be like the money-making oil that, I don't know, some other oils might be like wild orange. But what it does is that it can help us think that we are, or remember that we are worthy of something. We are worthy of prosperity. I almost said posterity, but we're worthy of posterity too. But we're worthy of prosperity. So if you don't feel like that, then let's do the work. Like, do the work to feel like I am worthy of the next level of money. I'm worthy of asking for the raise. I'm worthy of increasing my business, whatever it is. If you don't feel worthy, do what you need to do to feel worthy. But geranium can help us remind us that, yeah, we are worthy. A lot of people have different hang-ups or misconceptions when it comes to money. I'm not going to go in. That's a whole nother class, probably even like a month's class. But anyway, it can help us remember that we are worthy to be financially free. Anyway, so geranium, remember how it relaxes us? So sometimes when bad things happen, people freak out and they're like, oh no, sky is falling, or they are, why is me, or something. Geranium, when bad things happen, geranium helps to relax us and remind us that everything that happens in life can be turned to our good. God, there's a scripture. I can't remember which one it is, but there's a scripture in the scriptures, a verse in the scriptures, I'll say it that way, that basically says that God has the power to turn everything to the good of those that serve him. So life happens for us. Life happens for us. And we can learn through everything that happens, and we can change for the better through everything that happens. Through hard times, we have the choice. We have the choice to be bitter, or we have the choice to be more compassionate. We have the choice to do less and just like be stuck, or we have the choice to learn and to make differences in our lives and in the world. We have the choice. We have the power. We are not victims. God did not make us to be victims in life. He made us to be agents, incredible agents of light and good. Okay, so geranium can be a beautiful oil to use when people have a hard time giving love. Maybe their parents didn't say I love you very much to them. My parents were super good at saying I love you to me, but maybe their parents weren't super good at saying I love you. Maybe they grew up in families that weren't really huggy families, or where there wasn't very much time spent. I don't know, all the 5 love languages. So maybe there wasn't a lot of love, and so they feel a little uncomfortable showing love or saying I love you or whatever it is. Geranium, remember, it's a super relaxing oil, and it can help us love the way we really do want to love, okay? So it can help us be more loving. And then geranium can also help us do better at receiving love. Maybe we've had relationships in the past where there were very, very hurtful things that went on. And, hold on just a minute. Just had to look and see. Okay, which little child opened the door? Okay, so maybe we had relationships in the past where we were very, very hurt. And so when people are showing us love, we're like, are you sincere? Like, do you really mean that? And we find it hard to accept love. I know some people who find it hard to accept help. Like maybe they've just had a baby and they don't even want someone to bring a meal over because they're the ones that have to do it all, or else they don't feel good about themselves. So if you're the one who has a hard time accepting help from someone, accepting love, maybe if someone gives you a compliment, you brush it off and you have a hard time believing it, okay, then I think geranium will be a beautiful oil for you, because it just relaxes it and it helps us to remember we are lovable. So people are going to give me compliments, and we are beautiful. So people are going to give me compliments. And anyway, whatever. I believe we're all lovable. I believe we are all beautiful. And so I was watching something the other day. I love psychology, being a psychology major. And so I was watching something the other day on compliments, and this is what the study found. The study found that those who have the lowest self-esteem, so those that are in the most need of compliments, have the hardest time internalizing the compliments. So even when people give them a compliment, it doesn't lift them as much. They don't believe it as much. So if that's describing you, diffuse geranium, put a couple drops in like a teaspoon of coconut oil or olive oil, whatever you have at your house. Put it on your heart area. See if it can't help relax and heal some of those heart issues. Okay. Geranium is beautiful for times of nervous fatigue, when the body is exhausted, but the mind just won't let the body sit and rest. So you're tired, but you can't get to sleep. Geranium can help with that. But do remember that it's different from lavender, so it might make you have more vivid dreams. So if you want that, go for it. If you don't like that, anyway, you might not want to try that. It is a great choice for people whose drive and ambition interferes with their sensitivity or their spontaneous joy. As I'm talking about drive and ambition interfering with sensitivity, and I would even maybe say love. Well, people can love and not be sensitive though. But okay, so I'm reminded of this quote by Thomas S. Monson, which was a past prophet in our church. And he said, never let a problem to be solved become more important than a person to be loved. I'm just going to repeat that because I really, really love that. Never let a problem to be solved become more important than a person to be loved. So if your drive or your ambition is getting in the way of relationships, maybe put some geranium on, maybe rethink that. Just rethink. What are your top priorities? Okay, remember how geranium is super balancing? Well, it's also a beautiful oil to help balance mood swings. So if you're the type of person who is really up one minute and then down the other, or you seem to have major mood swings, or maybe people in your life are like that, they're happy and then just anything can kind of bring them down, geranium. It's a relaxing oil. It can maybe mellow out those mood swings. Okay. Geranium is a beautiful oil to help release negative memories, though we just don't need to be hanging on to anymore. We don't need to be hanging on to every negative thing that has ever happened to us. We can just let some things go. Right? Okay, I'm going to give you some different ways. So, for letting, because you're like, let things go, like how? So I like to do that a lot with visualization and prayer. Like, oh my goodness, I can't even tell you how many prayers I have said, Heavenly Father, can you please help me let this go, right? Basically forgive, get past it, move on. And so, but here's two other ways that I really like it. A lot of people love seeing, like, if they have negative memories from the past or old hurts, old whatever's. They love to see themselves just taking all of those memories, like just putting, okay, I'm just going to put, this is what happened to me, I'm going to put that in this bag. And this is what happened to me, I'm going to put that in this bag. And they just kind of go through their life. Okay, what do I still feel hurt over? And they just put it in this bag, and then they just kind of see Christ in their mind, and they bring this bag to the foot of Christ. And basically what he says is, he's like, I got it. I know exactly how to work through all this. I know exactly how to make it all better. You don't need to carry this anymore. I will carry it. And you don't feel like you need to, like you're dumping on Christ, because Christ is strong. I really think that part of the atonement, now this is just my personal opinion, but I really think of how that part of the atonement, not only did he suffer for our sins, but he also suffered for all of our hurts and whatever that. And in that suffering, he worked out how to heal from everything. So when we give him these hurts, he's already suffered for them, and he knows how to heal from them. He can take it from us, and he can help us heal. So anyway, that's one visualization that some people like to do. Another visualization that some people like to do, hold on, is they change the memory. Okay, so let's just say that that I don't know, maybe you didn't go to your senior prom or something. Okay, and that's kind of what you have stuck in your mind, and that kind of influences how you think to this day. I don't know if someone's like that, but if someone, I'm just pulling out any bad memory that someone might have, okay? So instead of focusing on that, a visualization the person could do is just, okay, so I know that's really what happened, but I'm going to think of what would have I wanted to happen? And in my mind, I'm just going to focus on, like, maybe, not maybe that actually happened, but that I'm going to focus on a visualization. So instead of focusing on, I didn't go to my senior prom, a person could focus on, this is how my senior prom went. Like, just recreate a different memory. Now, of course, you're not going to really have that memory, and so I know some people will be like, what? But sometimes just saying, this is how, oh, you know what, maybe tweak it this way. Okay, I know that's really what happened, I didn't go to my senior prom or whatever, but tweaking it, but if I was the creator of this part of my life, this is how it would have gone. And I'm going to focus on, yeah, that was life, but in my perfect world or whatever world, this is what would have gone on. So you would take that creativity back. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. However you want to let go of your memories, I'm sure there are so many other visualizations that you can use. Those are just two of them. If you didn't have a perfect life, just create the perfect life that you would have had if you could have created it. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So all that to say that geranium essential oil can help release negative memories. Okay, so geranium is super supportive to the liver and the gallbladder. Now, I almost talk about the liver on like every other shout out, it seems, because I think they're cool. And so if something's going to be supportive to the liver and the gallbladder, I'm going to tell you about it when it comes to Chinese medicine. So Chinese medicine believes that we store anger in our liver. They believe that we store rage in our gallbladder. Okay, so if you find something that's supportive to the liver and the gallbladder, that's cleansing to the liver and the gallbladder, what you're going to find is you're going to find something that's going to help you move through and move out the anger, and you're going to find something that will help you work through and move out the rage. And we are all better without the anger, and we are all better without the rage. Okay, so I love that part of geranium essential oil. It can help foster positive thought patterns, helping us feel peace for today and hope for tomorrow. It blends well with lime, so you can blend it with lime if you have deeply rooted emotional oils. Emotional issues that just don't want to let go. Blend it with lime. If you want more of a hormone balance, go ahead, blend it with clary sage. And if you want more heart healing oils, blend it with Ylang Ylang, which is one of our blends today, right? Super cool. Or this week. Anyway, or rose. You can also blend it with tea tree melaleuca, whichever, to help the heart heal. Okay, so some of the negative emotions that geranium essential oil can help with are feeling abandoned, feeling lost, feeling distrusting, feeling unforgiving, feeling unloving, feeling disheartened, heavy-hearted, or grieving. These are all emotions that go with the human experience. Every single one of us has felt this sometimes. So isn't it nice to have another tool that we can have in our bag? The positive properties that it can help bring in is feeling, creating some emotional healing, helping us feel empathetic, helping us trust, helping us be vulnerable, right? Being forgiving, being gentle, being tolerant, and being open. Okay, so that is geranium essential oil. Just reminding you that the diffuser blend that we're diffusing for the entire week is cypress essential oil with the oil of motion and flow, geranium essential oil, the oil of love and trust, Ylang Ylang essential oil, the oil of the inner child. Beautiful, beautiful, super smelling good combination. The music therapy, the song for the entire week is I Just Called to Say I Love You. As we do things to express our love to ourselves more and our loves to other people more, we are happier. There's this old song that says, like, it goes like this. It's from No Nanette. I don't know if anyone has ever seen that musical, but the song, okay, I'm gonna sing it for you. It goes, I want to be happy, but I can't be happy till I make you happy too. And it goes on from there. So do I 100% believe in that I can't be happy unless you're happy? No. We all have the power, the incredible power to be happy anyway. We can choose to be happy anyway. But that said, when we help other people be happy, it does lift our joy. So let's just do that when or as often as we can. Okay, so back to the song for the week. It's Stevie Wonder's I Just Called to Say Love You. The affirmation for the entire week, well, the one in the book is I am a magnet for fun and interesting people. What I'm going to say is I am a magnet for loving people who want to change the world. And the affirmation for the entire week is I love me more and more each day. You are wonderful. I sure hope that you are loving you more and more each day, because as you do that, you're going to have more joy. You're going to face life with more forgiveness, more grace, more compassion. As you love you more, you raise the capacity to love other people more too. And loving ourselves more, loving other people more, loving God more is what I think life is all about. Okay, hold on just a minute. Caleb. Okay, so this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life, reminding us all that we have the incredible power within us to make every day a great day. Bye-bye.